Have you ever stopped to ponder what a rose truly symbolizes? This simple yet captivating bloom, native to Asia, has come to be a universal symbol of love and beauty. But if you delve a little deeper, you'll find that the rose carries a multitude of meanings across different cultures. In ancient Greece, it was seen as a symbol of passion, associated with Aphrodite, the goddess of love. In the Christian tradition, the rose signifies purity and motherly love, often linked to the Virgin Mary. But the symbolism of the rose is not confined to love and beauty alone. It also signifies new beginnings, a fresh start, as seen in the tradition of gifting a bouquet of roses to a graduate or someone starting a new job. Simultaneously, it stands as a poignant symbol of farewell, often seen at memorials and funerals. The rose, a single flower with a multitude of meanings. Roses didn't just spring up overnight. They have a rich history dating back millions of years. Let's take a journey back in time and trace the roots of these enchanting blooms. Roses, as we know them, are believed to have originated from Asia, particularly in China, some tens of millions of years ago. These early roses were simple in structure, wild and vibrant. They adorned the earth with their bold hues and filled the air with their sweet fragrance, capturing the attention of both humans and animals alike. Over time, these Asian roses began to evolve, developing unique qualities that set them apart. For instance, some roses started to produce more petals, giving them a fuller, more luxurious appearance. Others developed longer stems, making them ideal for cutting and displaying in vases. It's truly fascinating how nature, in its infinite wisdom, shaped these flowers into the diverse range we see today. But the story of the rose doesn't end there. These captivating flowers began to spread across the globe, carried by the winds, birds, and even humans. As early as 5,000 years ago, roses were being cultivated in ancient civilizations, from the gardens of China to the hanging gardens of Babylon. They were cherished for their beauty, their scent, and their symbolic significance. Today, there are over 300 species of roses, each with its unique characteristics. Some roses, like the damask rose, are valued for their intense fragrance and are used in the production of perfumes. Others, like the classic red rose, are adored for their romantic connotations and are often used in bouquets and floral arrangements. And let's not forget about the wild roses, or the species roses. These are the roses in their most primitive form, often found growing freely in nature. They may not have the layered petals or the long stems of their cultivated counterparts, but they possess a raw, natural beauty that is truly unmatched. From Asia to the world, the rose has truly made its mark. And as we continue to appreciate and cultivate these beautiful blooms, the legacy of the rose is sure to blossom for many years to come. Roses have been cherished throughout the ages, from ancient societies to modern day. These blooms, so striking in their beauty, carry a rich history that is as diverse as the many varieties that grace our world today. Let's wander back in time, to the ancient civilizations of the world, where roses were more than just flowers. In Egypt, roses were considered sacred and were used in religious rituals. Cleopatra, the legendary queen herself, was known to have her rooms filled with rose petals to create an ambiance of luxury and allure. In Greece, the rose was associated with Aphrodite, the goddess of love, and was used in her worship. It was believed that the first rose bloomed from the tears she shed over the death of her lover Adonis. The Romans took their love for roses a step further. They used roses in almost every aspect of life, from elaborate feasts to private affairs. These flowers were a status symbol, a sign of luxury and wealth. Roman nobility would even shower their guests with rose petals, a practice that was considered the height of extravagance. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, roses found their way into the world of medicine. Rose water was used to treat ailments, and rose hips, the fruit of the rose plant, were discovered to be a rich source of vitamin C. As we move through history, we see the rose maintaining its status, its allure undiminished. In the Victorian era, roses were an essential part of the language of flowers, an elaborate system of communication where each bloom held a specific meaning. In today's world, roses continue to captivate us. They're a favorite for gardeners, a staple in perfumes, and of course, the go-to flower for declarations of love. From ancient rituals to modern-day celebrations, the rose has woven itself into the fabric of human history, a timeless symbol of beauty, love, and luxury. Through the ages, the rose has never lost its allure. Did you know that roses have a language of their own? Yes, it's true. This elegant flower steeped in symbolism and history communicates in a language known as floriography, the language of flowers. This language was particularly popular in the Victorian era, where every bouquet was a secret message waiting to be decoded. In floriography, roses hold a special place. They are the poets of the flower world, their colors and numbers weaving tales of love, friendship, admiration, and even caution. Let's delve into this language, shall we? First, we have the most classic of roses, the red rose. It's the Shakespeare of roses, symbolizing love and respect. A single red rose says, "I love you," in the most romantic and profound way. But if you receive 12 red roses, that's an even deeper declaration of love, often used to propose marriage. Then there's the white rose, the symbol of purity, innocence, and reverence. It's often seen at weddings and christenings, signifying new beginnings and eternal love. A bouquet of white roses can also express sympathy, making them a common sight at funerals. Next up is the yellow rose. Once upon a time, it signified jealousy, but today, it represents friendship, joy, and caring. A bouquet of yellow roses is sure to brighten anyone's day. Now let's talk about the pink rose. This gentle bloom varies in meaning based on its shade. Light pink roses symbolize admiration and sympathy, while dark pink roses convey gratitude and appreciation. We also have the orange rose, a fiery symbol of passion and energy. If you receive these, someone is trying to say they're feeling enthusiastic or excited about your relationship. Lastly, we have the lavender rose, a rare bloom that signifies enchantment and love at first sight. If you receive one, someone is utterly captivated by you. So the next time you receive roses, take a moment to decode their secret message. They might be telling a story of love, friendship, or even an unspoken emotion. Remember, in the language of flowers, every rose has a story to tell. Roses are synonymous with love, but why is that? This question takes us on a journey through time, tracing the roots of this enduring symbol. The link between roses and love is as old as civilization itself. In ancient Greece, roses were associated with Aphrodite, the goddess of love, who was often depicted adorned with roses around her head, feet, and neck. This association was carried over to Rome, where Venus, the Roman equivalent to Aphrodite, was also linked with roses. During the Middle Ages, roses continued to be a symbol of love and were often used in courtly love rituals. Roses were given as tokens of admiration and love, a tradition that still holds today. In fact, the practice of giving a bouquet of red roses as a love declaration is a direct descendant of this medieval tradition. Throughout history, roses have also played a pivotal role in some of the most famous love stories. In the tragic tale of Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare wrote, "A rose by any other name would smell as sweet," implying that the essence of a person is not in their name, but in their nature, just like the rose. Roses have also marked significant events in the realm of love. For instance, in the 19th century, Napoleon Bonaparte's wife, Josephine, established an extensive collection of roses at Château de Malmaison, an estate west of Paris. This collection became the setting for many a romantic rendezvous, further cementing the association between roses and love. Today, roses continue to be the go-to flower for expressing romantic feelings. From a single rose given in a moment of passion to a grand bouquet presented in a marriage proposal, roses have remained a steadfast symbol of love. They have a language of their own, speaking volumes about the depth, passion, and tenderness of our feelings. In conclusion, the connection between roses and love is not merely a product of cultural convention, but rather a tradition steeped in history and mythology. The rose, with its delicate petals and intoxicating fragrance, mirrors the complexity and beauty of love itself. In love and in life, roses have a timeless appeal. So, what have we learned about roses today? Our journey has taken us from the birthplace of the rose in Asia, tracing its path through history. We've seen how this flower has bloomed in significance over time, from ancient civilizations to modern gardens. The rose, though a simple flower, carries a wealth of meaning and symbolism. We've delved into the language of roses, a silent dialogue expressed in color and form. From the passionate declaration of a red rose to the pure intentions of a white one, each hue tells a unique story. We've also explored the intricate relationship between roses and love, a bond that transcends time and cultures. This flower, so delicate and beautiful, has left an indelible mark on our world. Its presence in our gardens, in our art, and in our hearts speaks volumes about its enduring allure. Roses, a symbol of love and beauty, a flower with a rich history and a language all of its own.